Breaking news, pressure mounts inside the Raiders camp. The tension is rising in Las Vegas. Two key figures inside the Raiders organization are stepping into this season with the weight of the entire Raider Nation on their shoulders. But here's the burning question. Who's under more pressure, Patrick Graham leading the defense or Chip Kelly shaping the offense? Before we dive into the latest updates, make sure to subscribe to the channel, hit that like button, and don't forget to press the bell icon so you never miss a second of breaking Raiders news. Let's jump right in. For the Raiders, this season is not just about winning, it's about proving something. Patrick Graham returns to the defensive side with new expectations after a big off-season raise. But all eyes are now locked on Chip Kelly, stepping in to take full command of the Raiders' offense. Here's the difference. The defense will always have Pete Carroll's fingerprints on it. Yes, Graham is leading the unit, but when it comes to defensive failures or success, the responsibility will always circle back to Carroll. On the offensive side, though, that's 100% Chip Kelly's responsibility. There are no safety nets, no fall guys. The success or failure of the Raiders' offense this season will sit squarely on Kelly's shoulders. Raider Nation has high expectations, and with the spotlight burning brighter than ever, Chip Kelly might just be feeling the most heat. Stay tuned as we break down why the pressure on Chip Kelly could shape the entire future of the Raiders this season. Chip Kelly isn't just running the offense, he's about to be the heartbeat of it. The Raiders are giving him full control, almost like a head coach of the offense. That's a huge responsibility, and Raider Nation knows exactly what happened the last time this kind of power was handed over. It didn't end well. There's no question that Chip Kelly is a mastermind when it comes to drawing up plays. His offensive schemes can light up a scoreboard. But here's where things get tricky. Can he truly connect with the players? His biggest challenge isn't the playbook, it's earning the trust of the locker room. When players buy in, Chip's offense can explode right out of the gate. History shows he's dangerous in his first year. Teams struggle to stop him early. But that success has a short shelf life. Can Chip Kelly evolve when defenses adjust? The NFL has caught up with him before. Year 1 can be electric. But by year 2, year 3, that's when Chip's past offenses have started to fade. Raider Nation has seen this story in other cities. Will it play out the same in Las Vegas? Another reason the pressure is sky high for Kelly? Just look at the Raiders' recent offensive coordinators. It's been a revolving door. Luke Getsy didn't even last a full season. Mick Lombardi? Gone. Even Josh McDaniels, who called the plays as head coach, couldn't fix the offense. The results? Disappointing. The Raiders have cracked the top 10 in scoring only twice in the last decade. And it's not because the talent hasn't been there. From Derek Carr to big-name signings, the Raiders have had pieces. The real frustration has been inside the red zone, where the team has too often stalled and come up empty. Now it's on Chip Kelly to break that cycle. Raider Nation is tired of missed chances. They want an offense that delivers, not just in flashes, but when it matters most. Let's be honest, Raiders fans have been waiting far too long for an offense that actually delivers. Even when you rewind to 2022, the stats were misleading. The Raiders ranked 12th in points scored, but a lot of those points came when games were already out of reach, empty numbers, meaningless drives. When it came to moving the ball consistently, they were 26th in total yards. That's not just bad, it's unacceptable for a franchise with this kind of history. For years, Raider Nation has had to watch offensive coordinators come and go, each one failing to spark real, lasting success. Now all eyes are on Chip Kelly to finally change that story. One of the biggest reasons the pressure is squarely on Kelly's shoulders is simple. This is a quarterback-driven league. And the Raiders' quarterback carousel in recent years? It's been brutal. Gardner Minshew, Aiden O'Connell, Desmond Ridder, Jimmy Garoppolo, Brian Hoyer. The list reads like a who's who of inconsistency. Let's face it, Las Vegas has rolled out some of the weakest starting quarterback groups in the NFL over the past 2 seasons. That changes now. The Raiders have gone all in, bringing in Gino Smith, Pete Carroll's guy, and locking him into a 2-year deal. Smith has proven he can win in the NFL, but this time, it's different. His success won't just be about his talent, it will be a direct reflection of Chip Kelly's system. If Gino lights it up this season, Kelly will earn praise. But if things fall apart, the questions will come quickly. Why could Gino thrive in Seattle with multiple coordinators under Pete Carroll but not here in Las Vegas? The answer will lead back to one name, Chip Kelly. That's the weight Kelly carries this season. He's not just calling plays. He's shaping the future of the Raiders' offense and possibly the entire direction of this franchise. It's time for Raider Nation to fully turn the page. No disrespect to Derek Carr, he gave years of heart and leadership to this franchise. But it's over. The team has moved on, and so should the fans. This season could finally be the season that seals that chapter for good. If Gino Smith plays well and the Raiders' offense finds real success under Chip Kelly, it will prove that moving on from Carr in 2022 was the right decision. It's not about erasing the past, it's about building a better future, and that future is now. A strong offensive season won't just bring wins, it could bring Raider Nation back together. For too long, there's been a divide between those who wanted to stick with Carr and those ready for change. Success this year can finally unite the fan base under one vision, winning now. But here's the bigger reason why Chip Kelly is facing enormous pressure. The future of the Raiders is on the offensive side of the ball. Yes, Pete Carroll is known for building legendary defenses. Yes, John Spike wants a team that plays tough, physical football. But take a good look at this roster. The true foundation is being laid on offense. There are core players, pillar players, that this team is building around, and they're on the offensive side. That's where the long-term investment is going. That's where the future battles will be won or lost. The Raiders' success in the next few years will rise or fall on whether this offense can finally become consistent, explosive, and reliable. And that responsibility rests squarely on Chip Kelly. He's not just running the offense, he's shaping the identity of the Raiders moving forward. And that's why the pressure on him is like nothing else in this building. When you break down this roster, one thing stands out. The Raiders' future is stacked on offense. Yes, the defense has stars. Max Crosby is a force, no doubt about it. Christian Wilkins brings toughness in the trenches. There's hope that players like Tyree Wilson and Jeremy Chin will take big steps forward. But the foundation? The long-term investment? It's clearly being built on the offensive side. Look at the core. Jacoby Pierce-Johnson, Brock Bowers, Ashton Jeanty, young, dynamic, and built to grow together. These aren't just good players. These are the pillars of the next-generation Raiders offense. The draft told the same story. 5 of the Raiders' first 6 picks this year were offensive players. This team is sending a message. The future battles in the AFC will be won by outscoring opponents, not just stopping them. And when you make that kind of commitment, the pressure naturally lands on one man, Chip Kelly. The front office didn't just hire a coordinator, they went after one of the biggest offensive names available. Chip Kelly was lured away with a serious offer, showing just how much belief the Raiders have in him to lead this offensive turnaround. The stakes? They might be even higher than people realize. Here's the quiet conversation happening around the league. Could Chip Kelly eventually be in line to become the next Raiders head coach? Pete Carroll, as respected as he is, won't be on the sidelines forever. At 73 years old, his time is limited. There's already talk about that 4th-year option in his contract, if things go well in the next few seasons. But Mark Davis has been watching Chip Kelly for years. This isn't just about play calling. It might be a long-term audition for something much bigger. If Kelly succeeds, he won't just reshape the offense, he could reshape the entire future of the Las Vegas Raiders. There's been a quiet buzz building behind the scenes for months, and it centers around Chip Kelly's future in Las Vegas. Long before he was named offensive coordinator, whispers were already circulating that Kelly could be more than just a play caller for the Raiders. Back in the fall, reliable sources pointed to him as a sleeper head coach candidate. And it wasn't just talk, the Raiders had considered him in the past. There's a connection here that's been developing over years, not months. Now, Kelly finds himself in a unique position. This isn't just about running the offense. This is a live audition to lead the entire team. Here's what matters. Can Chip Kelly take this young offense, develop the talent, and turn it into a powerhouse? Can he maximize Gino Smith? Can he elevate Brock Bowers, Jacoby Pierce-Johnson, and Ashton Jeanty into one of the NFL's most dangerous offensive units? If the answer is yes, the transition could be seamless. Pete Carroll is a legendary coach, but at 73, everyone knows his time on the sideline is limited. If the Raiders are winning and the offense is thriving, the cleanest path forward could be to hand the keys to Chip Kelly when Carroll steps away. There are other names floating around. Some say Brennan Carroll could be in the mix, perhaps because of family ties. But if Kelly proves he can win and build a culture, he may already be the front runner. Let's be clear. Patrick Graham is under pressure. His defense has to improve. But Chip Kelly is under more pressure than anyone else in the building. His performance this season might not just decide games, it could decide the future leadership of the entire franchise.